So with no further ado, I am going to introduce you to the fantastic Michael Follett. I first met Michael back in 2008 when I joined Play England. He's been an inspiration to me ever since then. Michael, handing over to you.
Lovely. Thank you very much, Kath. And I'd certainly like to echo that welcome to all of you joining across the UK and across the world. Thank you for choosing to spend your time with us. Some of you are going to be from experienced OPAL schools. Some have just started your journey, and some of you don't have a clue what we're doing and have come to find out more. There's now 14 of us in the OPAL team. I can't quite believe that. When I left South Gloucestershire Local Authority in 2011, having been on the school improvement team, couldn't quite believe that there'd be a team right across the UK and into Canada. And all of us share the same vision, and that is that every child in every school should have an amazing playtime with no exceptions. And that's what drives us all. And I think the power of play that we talk about in this title of the conference is that can actually happen. I went into Ivydale School in London a couple of weeks ago for their final OPAL audit, a school where I'd been 2.5 years previously and just seen a typical kind of jungle, difficult playtime with lots of conflict, lots of accidents, lots of crying, and to see every single child really joyfully engaged. And Kath kind of put her hand on her heart when she was talking about it. It is a wonderful sight, and I still genuinely find it really moving when I see schools that completely and utterly get play. Why should you, as busy senior leaders, invest your precious time in play? Well, Kath already highlighted that out of 7 years at primary school, 1.4 of those years is playtime. And really, one of the things that we do is challenge senior leaders to say, is there any other part of the school day that takes the equivalent of 1 day a week or 1.4 years that doesn't have a policy, that doesn't have a strategic approach, that doesn't have an action plan, that doesn't have staff who are trained to deliver the thing that they're spending all their time doing, and doesn't have an evaluation process? Now, to save you about 15 years work, that's what I've been doing, and the OPAL team have been doing, is just honing that process of how do you do that? How do you embed play into your school's culture and completely change it? Another statistic I like is that for every 100 children in your schools, there's 20,000 child play hours a year happening. So 300 children, 60,000 child play hours are happening. You just need to plan for that strategically. There's no way it's going to get better without it. Over the past year, I think it's become particularly clear to us that we must address the needs of the whole child. We must address their physical and their mental needs. And I don't think anybody who spends any time with children would argue that a childhood without play is not a good childhood. A childhood where they have freedom and time and resources to have really good play experiences is not going to be a good childhood for children. It's not going to be good for them not to have that breadth of good play experiences. And schools are where they keep the children. Schools have the space, they have the time, and they have the adults who want to do the best for them. We're a not-for-profit organisation. We invest everything that we make back into reaching more and more schools. And when we work with schools, we have a carefully worked out, it's 8 meetings in a programme spread over 18 months. Every school gets a very highly qualified specialist mentor to personally guide them through that journey. And many of you will be aware of that process already. So this conference is really so that you can see and hear the results of that work. Our main mission, as I said, is to make sure that every child has a fantastic playtime at school. However you do that, that's up to you. We just want everybody to go away thinking they really want to plan for better play. So at the end of the conference, I've got some exciting announcements about resources that we're going to make available, not just to OPAL schools. We'd love you all to sign up to OPAL, but not everybody can do that. So this is going to be resources for every single school that you can access for free. And I'll tell you more about it at the end. And finally, I really want to thank Sport England. They've really generously supported our work. They've sponsored this conference, they've sponsored the new resources, and they helped us get the DFE to change the guidance on sports premium so that now play is one of the top priorities for you to spend your sports premium funding on, which is fantastic. So I will see you later. I hope you can hang on for our special announcement. Do enjoy all of the speakers. I know they're going to be great. And I know it's going to be very moving just to see how much each school has done for their children. So I will see you later.